What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, that guy named Jay, checking in, man. We out here in Hebron, Kentucky, getting loaded, man. Getting ready to head back home towards Norfolk, as the people not from Norfolk will say. Norfolk. The fuck is a Norfolk? Anyways, so what I want to talk about real quick to y'all, man, is I got another question, okay? Because when I say I'm with the shits for 2019, doesn't necessarily mean drama and negative energy and things to that. It's just talking about the things that people don't want to talk about. You know, we have veered away from a lot of topics in trucking that could really affect some people in their decision making. And I feel like we as far as YouTubers go, and I'm just speaking on YouTubers that I watch, not all YouTubers, but we kind of all hop on the trendy subject that's going around, okay? So, trying to veer away from that, even though it's hard sometimes, because the trendy subject be a good subject, you know what I'm saying? So in this case, I think the thing that's, from what I've been seeing, the thing that's been going on in the last couple of weeks is the whole local OTR thing. Between that and the whole pay, how much do you make? As far as local versus OTR comparison. So, what I want to talk about as it relates to that is this. Are you sure you want to be a local truck driver? Like, really, are you sure? Do you know everything that comes with being home more? You think you do, but are you absolutely sure? Let me kick it to you like this, man. OTR is laid back and lazy. Just call a spade a spade. OTR, that's why OTR drivers have worse health problems, because it's easier to let yourself go OTR. It's easier to get access to, I mean, well, you can get access to food easier locally, but OTR is just, when you think OTR, and everyone who has done OTR knows what I'm saying, or what at least I'm trying to say, it's a lazy position, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, you're new, you're a rookie, you have less than 3 years experience, so you're not doing anything specialized, okay? You're doing dry van, you're doing reefer, and you're doing flatbed. And I found out that not all flatbed is as hard as people make it out to say, because if all you're doing is using straps, it's not as bad as tarping. So there's that myth. Flatbed isn't as hard as people make it out to be. That's why so many people do it. If flatbed was as hard as cats be trying to make it seem, nobody would do flatbed, because flatbed don't pay, from what I've seen, that much more than what you can make as a reefer driver. From what I've seen. Now, I may be wrong. Somebody gonna come up here, oh, well, I haul flatbed and I make $3,000 a week. Well, I haven't seen that. So if you could educate me on that, you know what I'm saying, so I can put out more better information, let me know. But from what I've seen, the people that I've talked to, because I know a couple of cats, i.e. a Trucker Brown or Sean, who else did it? I know somebody else that was flatbed, all them over on the reefer side now, or the dry van side now. So the money ain't that, you know what I'm saying, like what cats was hyping it up to be. Not saying that they was hyping it, but it looked like they was hyping it. It's not that much more. So that's not the point. The point is this: 9 times out of 10, you're doing dry van, you're doing reefer, you're doing flatbed. So you're not pulling anything that requires a lot of physical work. Besides flatbed, but like we discussed, it's not as bad as we think it is compared to other situations in trucking. There are harder and more physical jobs than flatbed, which is what I'm getting to. So, you know, it's lazy, it's laid back, man. You got, you know, you'll get a load with 1,000 miles and they'll give you 2.5 days to deliver the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You may get a load going cross country and you got a week to get it there. It's just, it's always more than enough time to get somewhere. It's never a rush. Especially when you're with a mega carrier. Never a rush, because if you're gonna be late, you'll just drive it and then relay it on somebody who got a fresh clock and they'll finish it out. Never a rush. However, when you become a local, a dedicated, or even a regional truck driver, It is a whole nother monster. Okay? And let me start this off by saying, I am not saying that local is better than OTR. But I am 1000% saying that it is harder. Okay? For example, this guy sitting in front of me. He's in an XBO logistics truck. He's an LTL carrier. Okay? He's probably delivering while I'm delivering. I have one pickup and one stop. I'm picking up in Kentucky. I'm taking it back to the Norfolk port to the to be dropped there. This guy in front of me probably has about 8 stops, 9 stops to do today. That's and he's not gonna do more miles than me, but it's just the constant stopping, going, getting out the truck, opening the doors, stopping, going, getting out the truck, opening the doors. That's work, people. Okay, especially if you're a big boy or a big girl, climbing in and out of that truck multiple times in the day, opening those doors multiple times in the day, walking up to the shippers and receivers multiple times a day. That's work. It may not be considered work to you if you're in better shape, but to a big chunky fat joker like me, that's work. Okay? So, on top of that, his schedule. The biggest thing that makes local harder than OTR is the scheduling, the hours you gotta work. Local guys are out here working 12, 13, 14-hour shifts. And it is not 1 minute wasted. Understand what I'm saying? There is no, you get your 30-minute break, yes. Well, let me rephrase. Yeah, you can chill and be more laid back if you want. You ain't gonna make no money. Because the biggest difference between the local and OTR is the OTR is just running whatever, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. The local driver is always got, I'm going home. So I got a limited amount of time to do what I got to do because I want to go home. I'm not sleeping in this truck. Same thing with a dedicated. Like on my situation, I'm home every other day. So you best believe, like today, when I get loaded and I start driving, I don't give a fuck what happened. I'm making it home. What that does now is that adds extra stress. It just like D-Roz was talking about in the video, it makes this load so much more dangerous because you have an objective versus you're not just driving, I'm gonna just drive 300 miles out this 2,000 mile load. I'm getting home. I don't care. That means it could be raining, it could be snowing, I could be tired, and I'm gonna drive way farther than I would if I was OTR. Are you supposed to? No. But are drivers doing it? 100%. And if they come up here and say, oh, well, I'm a safe driver, I'll never drive tired. I'm not saying drive sleepy. Let's not get that misconstrued. If you sleepy and you start seeing the little purple bunnies and shit, pull the fuck over. But like that little yawn, I know drivers, as soon as they yawn, they pulling over. I'm done. I know drivers won't drive at night. That's another thing. If you want to be a local truck driver and you don't want to drive at night, stay your ass on the road because there's no fucking way possible. Especially this time of the year. You're driving at night and you're driving overnight. Again, I'm just putting out this information because I'm not speaking against local. If you want to go home, be home, but understand everything that comes with it. Because I think a lot of people in their mind, they have this image of local truck drivers built differently than what it actually is. They think they finna just go and it's gonna be like a 9 to 5 and they're gonna get up at 7 a.m. and mosey on to work by 8 a.m. and be off by 5 o'clock and be chilling on the weekend. Hell no, you finna be working from fucking 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. sometimes 5, sometimes 6, and you coming in on Saturday. I know places like Cisco, your first year when you start, they tell you automatically working every Saturday. Automatically. You only getting the days off they tell you can get off. You can't request no time off if you don't have time off to be taken. And of course, I'm talking about a local W-2 position to be specific, so I'm not talking like me. All I gotta do is go talk to my owner of the truck, like, hey man, I got this, boom, 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 I can take off. So whatever, that's not comparing. I'm just letting you know. But, so understand what you are asking for when you say you want to go local. Because everybody wants to run home after that first year, which I feel like is the worst thing to do, because I feel like if you're going to go local, wait at least 2 years so you get a better situation. But if you got to be home, go home. But especially if you go home before a year, man, they finna, woo. But they finna work you like a pit bull, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna let you know right now. So don't be, don't be crying if that's what you ready to do. And then, like I said before, I've spoken on previously, I feel like the work that they gonna make you do is not worth the money they gonna pay you. Not before a year or at that year mark. Well, maybe at that year mark, at the food service deliveries, maybe some people will feel like, cause I guess they can make pretty good money, before before tax or whatever. But I just didn't think it was for the type of. But again, I'm fat, I'm lazy. What do you want me to do? I'm just being honest with y'all, okay? So that's why when we had these back and forths, local OTR, these OTR drivers be looking at you laughing because they know you finna wake up and slave. But at the same time, on the flip side, that's why these local drivers look at these OTR drivers like, you can't hold my jock strap. Because I'm hustling way more than you. Way more. So I just wanted to put that PSA out. Nothing wrong with being local if you're ready to work. Non-stop. There is no days off. I mean, it's days off, but there is no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cycle. Boom, 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 boom. Until you own your own. Or until maybe if you go find a position that's a little bit more specialized or different. But for the most part, if you talking about just going to work for an LTL, food service delivery, or anything to that effect, hauling gas, it's work, man. It's work. You're going to work for every penny. Yes, you can make money local, but you're going to work for every motherfucking penny. I just want you to understand that. I don't want it to be a shock to you. I just don't. I want you to be prepared, because this is a great career, man. And I feel like if you find your lane in this career, it's the greatest career in the world. But I don't want you to go and think that you want something and not fully be prepared, because there's a lot of shit going on where, and I feel like these YouTubers need to be more responsible, because a lot of people put out the great information. They'll tell you for weeks on end how great their company is, how to pay, this, that, and the third, but they're not giving you that real of the bad days, the small, the things that may be small to them. Oh, it ain't no big deal. It's a huge deal to you. What you mean I gotta know how to fix the truck? You know what I'm saying? Or what you mean I gotta do this or I gotta do that? I gotta wear a mask for what? Oh, because I'm hauling some dangerous chemicals, or I'm hauling oil in the oil field? Nah, I ain't cool with that. What you mean I gotta unload pallets? Oh, but you ain't gotta touch boxes. No, but you gotta unload pallets and pull them shits. All that information don't be disclosed, man. It just don't. So I'm just trying to educate people. You know what I mean? Don't go walk into something thinking it's about to be, easy money. Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing as easy money. Anybody say, oh, I'm getting easy. No. Their money easy because they put in the work to make it easy now. There is no such thing as easy money. Easy money is not a lot of money. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. You heard it here first. Easy money is not a lot of money. Easy money is they didn't put in a fuckload of work over a year, 2 years, or however long it took to get to that point to where now the money is easy. But it's not something that's just like right off bat, oh, easy money. Nah, don't exist. Trust me, I tried it. Ain't no such thing as easy money. Ain't no such thing as quick money. Hate to break it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but as always, man, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking, I'm gone.